This is Dr. Lotus Riché sharing with you 15, count 'em, 15 minutes of success, coming to you with successful entrepreneurs from all around the globe that's going to share with you what they do so you can be successful too. Come on! 15 minutes of success is all it takes. Welcome to 15 minutes of success. Well, it's that time again. 15 minutes of success with Dr. Lotus Riché. I'm your host with the most, and we are going to have a toast. Yes, what are you drinking? What's in your cup today? I've got a little natural coffee in my cup, so I'm going to take a sip. Listen, folks, you got to take a sip. You got to wet your palate because we have a guest today that is going to light this broadcast up with her amazing energy, amazing life-changing tips that's going to help you improve your life, improve your business, improve the way you think about life and business and how you connect with people all around the world. So as we come in today, I welcome you. Go ahead and share with us where you are streaming in from. Let us know if you're in England, if you're in Africa, if you're in Manchester, wherever you are, let us know because we want to shout you out and thank you for being a part of 15 Minutes of Success. So as we know that oftentimes in business and in life, we face so many different challenges and we often wonder, well, who can help us out? Who can help change our lives for the better? In 15 Minutes of Success, I bring on amazing people that are living and working all around the world, and they have achieved various levels of success in their lives. Some are writers, some are doctors, some are lawyers, some are people that want to spin the words of poetry into your life. Well, today we are super blessed because in the poetic words of Dr. Lotus Riché, it's time for you to get in where you fit in with my amazing guest. I want to tell you a bit about her. She is an author, she's a speaker, and she's a CEO of her own corporation. She also is a show host of the Sandra Jackson show. I'm gonna let her tell you the name of the show. So I want to know if you're listening. Make sure you write this down. And then while she's on with us, I want you to go to her Facebook page. Go to her page and check her out. And listen, I'm gonna give you a little something. Don't tell her I told you. But look, that's her website. I double dog dare you. Go to her website while she's on the broadcast and say hello. Okay, so as you come on in, make sure you tag a friend, and I'm going to go to the back and get her to come on in, and then we're going to begin. But first, we're going to share this amazing commercial with you and give you 30 seconds to tag a friend and come on in. We'll be right back. Ignite your life and seize the new year by effectively planning it with your 2023 Ignite and Take Flight Planner. It's time to navigate your success with strategic project management. Win with inspiring quotes from inspirational people that will guide you to the success you deserve. And don't forget to track your dollars, habits, empowering notes, and connect with dynamic brands. It's never too late to start planning your success. Get your copy now. This is Dr. Lotus Riché sharing with you 15, count 'em, 15 minutes of success, coming to you with successful entrepreneurs from all around the globe that's going to share with you what they do so you can be successful too. Come on! Welcome our guest, Sandra Jackson. 15 minutes of success is all it takes. Welcome to 15 minutes of success.
The queen in the house. We got the queen in the house. What's going on, Sandra Jackson? What's going on? We're so happy to have you here. I am ecstatic to be alive, and I pray to God you are as well, Dr. Lotus Riché. I am ecstatic that God woke us up this morning.
Amen.
And gave us an opportunity to just do all of it.
Yes, yes, yes. And you know, I am so happy that, and I know you're a busy lady, you're always doing great things to help great people become even better than they are. So, again, I welcome you to the show. I've shared with the guests that you are a CEO, you're an author, you're a speaker, you're a show host, but I didn't tell them of what show. So, we want to hear more from you about you. So, please talk to the viewers.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to come on your show. I am just ecstatic about that. My show is entitled Sandra's Authors Forum Talk Show, where I enthusiastically interview experts, authors, book writers, publicists. Um, I even had the golden opportunity about a month ago to interview the Les Brown,
Brown.
um, Kim Jacobs, and all of the good people. I also interview authors that do inspirational books as well as novels.
Yes.
So I don't limit my show to anyone. And if you would like an hour of fun, I welcome you to my show every Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will see your girl going live.
Yes, yes, yes. And I love it. I love it. I love it. And why are we sharing this, folks? Because we want to invite you to collaborate. This is what business is all about. We are helping each other help each other. Am I right? Am I right
Exactly.
when I say that? Right? So we are helping each other help each other. So Sandra, can you tell us a little, give us one quick tip outside of what you're going to give us today, okay, uh, about why it's so important for businesses to help each other. Why is that so critical?
To me, it's critical because we're not an island and we cannot do it by ourselves. We can have as many dreams and aspirations and visions as we want to, right? But if we do it all by ourselves, it's not going to have the same effect as it would if we would partner with other people. And I love people; they give you energy. They You can bounce things off of somebody else, whereas if you're trying to do it by yourself, you're going to be totally exhausted.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. So Sandra, I wanna take a quick moment, if I may, and say that when you and I met, you really share the love of helping others, and I want to thank you for that. And so if you all out there share the love of others, won't you give Sandra some love? Please put an S in the comment, because Sandra is about to give us 5 amazing tips. 5 amazing tips. We are going to give you all 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds to share your love with Sandra. Put some S's in the comment. We'll be right back.
Oh my God. Everybody need a little sunshine. So I'm sitting out here trying to relax from my day. And I get a message that at 1 o'clock, I will be on 15 Minutes of Success with Dr. Lotus Riché. Oh, will you join me?
15, count 'em, 15 minutes of success coming to you with successful entrepreneurs from all around the globe that's going to share with you what they do so you can be successful too. Come on!
The queen is in the house. Sandra O. Jackson. Do it. Woo! All right. We are so happy with. See, I told you, she brings the excitement. And so I know everybody from around the world, you got your S's in there. We see you. We see you. We see you. So we getting right into this thing. If you are ready for Sandra's dynamic, profound, life-changing 5 tips that is going to help you be successful, because what she's giving us is what helped her be successful. And because she's successful, guess what? you can be successful too. So let's get right into this thing, Sandra, because we have no time but the present. So when I talk about presence, something came to mind that you shared with me about persistence. So let's get right into that. Why is persistence so important?
Because persistence is important because you're going to have obstacles. There's going to come a time where you're going forward and you're energized with your idea and you're getting ready to launch your project, and all of a sudden it's like everything but the bottom shelf caves in on you. You have to know that in that moment, it is not time to quit. It is time to elevate your drive and go and shift into another gear. Persistence is what I use every day to keep me going. It is a firm or obstinate continuance in the course of action despite difficulty, because difficulty will come, or opposition.
I love it. You got to press on, folks. You got to press on. You got to press on. Okay, you got to press on. I love that. So if you are following that, if you are tracking that, if that resonates with you, if you've told somebody about perseverance, persistence, if you've ever said that out of your mouth, put a P in the chat. And if you've never said that, but someone has told you that, or that you've seen persistence in someone else's life, put a P in the chat. Put a P in the chat. Do that. Do that. So let's talk about a way of life, like being like really, I've heard this thing, Sandra, it talked about the eye of the tiger, but you talked about the bulldog. So share with us a little bit about the bulldog.
Having bulldog tenacity, all right? It means that a person has the determination of a bulldog tenacity when pursuing something they want. That bulldog tenacity steps in when I was interviewing the person that his name is Wale, and he went ahead and created the Givelify app. He told us how he got turned down by 300 people back to back.
Wow.
Now, when you get turned down by 300 people and you're counting on a yes and you get continuous no, that's that bulldog tenacity that steps in and say, every no doesn't mean a no. It means I'm going to keep going until I get a yes, because it doesn't matter that they turn me down. It doesn't matter that they don't have faith in my idea. They don't have confidence in my project. What it means is I just got to go and knock on that next door, because that next door is going to say yes.
Say it. Say
Hallelujah.
it. Yes, I charge you. Write this down, folks. You see it streaming. Take notes. Write this down. The next door is going to say yes.
Oh, yes.
The next door is going to say yes. Write that down. You know why I share, Sandra? I'm sharing this because a lot of times we knock on these doors and they say no, but sometimes we're only 6 feet away from goal. But because we won't go another 6 feet to the next door that will open and say yes to us, we get stuck at the door that we're at that said no, when the yes is yet to come.
It's right around the corner. It's right around. Your yes is right around the corner.
It's right around the corner.
The thing is, the enemy comes in to defeat us, right? And so if we listen to those yeses and why they say yes, then we will give up.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. But in the Bible, he told Micah, he said, don't even look at their faces.
Hello.
Why? Because if you see the emotions of people's faces, it will make you get in your bed, pull the cover over your head, and never get out again. Why? Because God put the dream and the vision inside of you. He didn't
say it.
So it's your job to execute. And regardless of how many no's I hear, keep pushing and keep pushing, because I know sooner or later that yes is coming. And that's for everybody. Don't you dare give up.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Your yes is coming. Wow. I told you she was going to be fire. Y'all go ahead and put fire in the chat. Put fire in the chat. So let's get right down to the third one. Woo, I love that. Bulldog tenacity. If you got bulldog tenacity, do like my brother did. He put BTB or BTDT. He put in there. But put bulldog tenacity in the chat. So you can have perseverance, you can have persistence, and you can have bulldog tenacity. But Sandra, you also talked to me about getting in that quiet place sometimes and really leaning and depending on faith. So let's talk about that. Why is that so critical? What is faith in God?
Well, faith in God means having complete confidence that God has your best interest at heart. And that even when you can't see it, he's working on your behalf 24 hours a day. Faith means no doubt can seep in, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
when I look at faith, I think about Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, right? So I can't see my object, my project at the end, finished, complete, unless I have faith in God, because that's where we're supposed to start. We're supposed to start at where we finish at. But in the human mind, we start putting things together, but we're supposed to envision that complete object already on the shelves. Whatever your object is, already there. And we're supposed to feel the joy that comes with delivering it to your neighbor or having your first client, or, so faith in God is huge for me. And it didn't come up overnight. Faith in God, it takes faith in God.
That's right.
Because we're trained to pay attention to other people's voices, right?
Yes.
And Dr. Riche, that's not always the best thing to do, right?
True. That's true.
So my faith in God has carried me through a divorce, through cancer, through raising my children on my own, not even having a job when the courts gave me 9 children. That takes faith in God. I didn't see it at the beginning. Where in the world am I going to go? How am I going to feed 9 mouths? What is really going on? So when faith clicks in, it says, with God, nothing is impossible. So I didn't get to take a moment and say, oh, I can't do this.
Yes.
I had to say, let's get it on. What's the next project? What am I going to do? Come on, God. I went in my prayer closet and I said, I need that witty invention. I need that creativity to come back, because I had creativity years ago. But then when life comes, knocking at your door and opening the door and walking in the house, then that's a whole nother thing, right? And so you gotta tap into the powers that I tapped into the powers that my mom and dad told me about, right? They told me that there was a God. And it wasn't until I had to experience him for myself that I said, wow, I love this God and I can't live without him, right? And so my faith in God is huge. And in every entity and part of my life, you will see my faith in action. Oh, yeah. You will see God, hear God through everything I do.
Awesome. I'm loving that. And I see Abu Kanu. We see you in Sierra Leone. We see you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. And I see our brother all the way in Hawaii. He is here with us. Charles, we are always so happy to have you here. And we see Angela all the way in Washington, D.C. And, I love that you shared this when you first came on. Together, we are raising our next generation. And what are we expecting if we don't change the narrative? Join this initiative anthology along with a host of other men and women. And so we're going to talk about an anthology. She didn't know I was going to do the secret sauce. Hello, right in the middle. We're going to talk about that anthology, okay? But we're going to go right to our next wonderful, wonderful. The nuggets are flowing and I'm loving it. And if you believe that you need to have faith, faith in your higher power, whatever that is, if it's Yahweh, if it's Jesus, if it's Buddha, whatever your higher spiritual source is, go ahead and put some faith in the comment. You can put faith, you can put F, just put it in the comment, because what we speak about, we bring about. So maybe some of us need more faith. Here we go. Okay, so let's get right into 4, because you talked about prayer often. Why is prayer so critical for a person to have success, not only in their personal life, but in their business life?
Well, praying often gives you clarity.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
so much comes across your desk every day. And if you're not prayed up, and if you're not whispering prayers throughout the day, you can get off your A game. Your
Yes,
focus can be redirected into a different
yes.
area. Somebody can come across your path and deceive you. You can lose finances. If you're not prayed up and if you're not praying often, and showing a sense of gratitude, and acknowledging God at all times and in every area of your life, something can happen and you can become shipwrecked, you know?
Yes.
And so that's why I'm an advocate of praying often. On my wall, you can't see it, but first thing when I open my eyes, it says pray, it says thankful, and then it says love. Because you must pray in order to make it in this day and time. Prayer is the key
Yes.
for success.
Yes.
Faith unlocks the door.
Faith
Uh,
unlocks the door.
oh
Yep.
yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, you will find me praying morning, noon, and night. Um, and I don't pray like the typical person. All right. So I have a moaning father. I had a moaning father. He was a bishop. He has deceased. And I had a praying mother. And so embedded in me is generations of things going
Prayer
on in
warriors.
my prayer.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, and I don't try to be like the next person. I pray the way Sandra prays, and it has seemed to benefit my children. And often when I get in a quiet place and just pray in my head, they'll come and say, "Mommy, we haven't heard you praying out loud in a while." They said it shifts us. It makes us better. And so
Yes.
then I start praying out loud. But I have a prayer closet, and I just go in my closet and I turn the light off and I
Yes.
actually commune with God, and I see what direction that He would have me to go
Right.
in, who He would have me to help, where does He want me, because I'm sold out to Christ and He's my boss. And so, yeah,
Yes.
I
Oh,
check in often with my boss, and
that's
he
what's up.
never leaves me wrong. And I'm so grateful. And the very important thing I would just like to add to that is
Yes.
when you get off kilter, when you get off and go in a direction on your own, you can always tap back into God
I
and He
love
will always direct you. And I call Him my buffer because sometimes, people come with a good song, and tickle your ear, and you
it.
tend to
Yes.
go with them, right? And then maybe it's not the best, it wasn't the best thing for you to do at the moment. But what happens for me is God is my buffer. He
Yes.
comes and He keeps me in line, just like the train track, when the train
Yes.
track derails, sometimes our life derail. And God come and put us back on track. And
Yeah.
I'm just so elated about that.
I love that. And Charles said, "Give me a key to a door, I will make you proud." And so it's essential that when you get to the door, and you got the key, go through that door. Go through
Yes.
that door and take these golden pieces of life-changing information with you. Thank you so much, Charles, for that. So let's talk about number 5. Let's talk about number 5, because a lot of times people are so relegated to losing.
Yes.
And because they lose so frequently, they give up. Now, today right before the broadcast. This is how I knew it was going to be so powerful. Right before the broadcast, our other computer, nobody could hear me on the other computer, so we had to switch over to this computer where the camera is like down there instead of up here. But we didn't let it stop the broadcast. You know why? Because even in challenging times, we can win. But sometimes we don't celebrate the wins. So, why is celebrating our wins so critical to success?
You know, it wasn't until like 3 years ago that I actually felt comfortable celebrating my wins. It was last year when I got the Achi Award. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you can
Yeah,
see this,
yeah.
but somebody nominated me for an award.
Hold it up again.
All right. Can you see it?
Yeah, I just want everybody to see it. Go ahead,
Here
hold
it
it up
is. Here it
again.
is.
There we go,
All
everybody.
right.
That's
It's
our
called the
IG award.
Achi Award, right? And what happened was somebody nominated me for an award. I still don't know to this day who nominated me. But when I tell you, when I stood up on the stage, it was so cathartic. And it was like everything that I'd done in life was now being celebrated.
Say it.
I graduated after raising my 9 children, you all. I wanted my bachelor's degree, and I would have to go to school, drop out, or withdraw, go to school, withdraw, go to school, withdraw. And I said, I'm going to be 100 years old before I actually am able to graduate and walk across the stage. And I will say, I'm going to have a cane and barely make it. And then I'm going to get my degree. But what I did one day, to make it quick, I had a vision board. My daughter came into town. She said, Mom, let's all make a vision board. We made a vision board, and I put, I will graduate with my bachelor's degree. I put it on the screen, right? And all of a sudden, when you speak it, you write it, the scripture said, write it up on the tables, and what will happen, right? Well, I started activating my faith, and I started putting things into action, and all of the dots started connecting, right? I
Yes.
got my bachelor's degree on my wall. I said, I'm going to be a life insurance agent.
Mm-hmm,
I have
mm-hmm,
my plaque on my wall.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I didn't celebrate you all. As soon as I finished one thing, I was into the next thing, into
Say
the
it.
next thing. And I never celebrated anything until this moment right here. When they said my name on stage, I'm like, this is so huge. I did
Mm-hmm.
do that. I did accomplish that. But if you don't celebrate your own achievements, honor
Yes.
yourself, show gratitude to God, acknowledge that you are capable of all of these things,
Yes.
nobody else will. They won't appreciate you. You
Yes.
have to have the confidence in yourself that you are capable. You are all of these things. Start
Mm-hmm.
celebrating. My daughters and I, we go out to dinner now. We make a big to do about things that we accomplish, and it fuels us and give us power to move on to the next
Yes.
thing
Say it.
with, with so much joy. If you don't celebrate your wins, then you don't get the full benefit of, it's just like graduating and not going walking across the stage. You know, some of my children chose not to walk across the stage, and I never understood that. You work so hard to accomplish your goals, and now here is a group of people celebrating your wins. You should be in the midst. And so my thing is celebrate your wins. I don't care, even if it's small. I want you to celebrate. So, and then move on to the next thing. All right. Thank you so much for this time. I am just so happy
Yes.
that to be here today on
Yes.
15 minutes of success.
Yes. Well, we loving it. So listen, folks, as we get ready to wrap the broadcast up, I cannot wrap this broadcast up without giving some golden nuggets about some other great, sensational, amazing things that she is doing. So Here's some secret sauce for you. Yes, she has an anthology coming out. And so I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you to go ahead and her book, getting her book. So we're going to ask her for some secret sauce right now because we want to know, when can we get this book?
Oh, that's a great question. So, Miss Ivy Codwell and a bunch of other collaborators. Um, Ivy Codwell is the visionary of this anthology.
Mhm.
And this book will be out in April. At the end of April, you will be able to look on my page and we will present a link. If you've ever lost anyone in your life, which we all have, and especially during this pandemic, this book is going to strengthen and encourage um, your path for loss and grief. All right, coping with the loss of life. It is the most difficult thing, and in this, I am actually sharing my experiences with the people that mean so much to me that I lost in life, right? And so I lost my mom, I lost my dad, I lost some sisters, I lost some brothers. And I get to share with you that you don't have to stop just because you lose a loved one. Like my mom, when I lost my mom, I'm just going to be honest with you. And I don't know if this was your experience, but I thought my world was going to end, right? But
Yes.
guess what? It's been
Been there.
over 10 years now, and I'm still here. And so I want to share with you some tips and tools for surviving through the season of grief.
All right. Wow. That's awesome. So I'm loving that. I'm loving that. So make sure you get that book when it comes out. And Sandra, we'd love to have you back here on the show once the book does come out.
Sure.
We definitely want folks, if there's a ability to pre-order, make sure you pre-order your book. And don't forget, folks, be sure to follow Sandra on her YouTube channel. Make sure you follow her on her Facebook. Make sure you follow her on LinkedIn. Follow her, follow her, follow her, and definitely um, follow her on her television show that she has. And I mean, she is just turning the world on edge. Sandra Author's Forum Talk Show. I charge you, go there, check it out, because once you check it out, you are absolutely going to love it. And so I want to take a moment to just share with you where you can go. You can go right to Sandra's forum and you can check out some of her shows. And make sure you leave a comment because she's talking about some amazing things that's going to help change your life so that you can change the rest of your life for the best of your life. Okay. So make sure you check her out there. So, Sandra, we want you to have your final words of wisdom on 15 minutes of success only for today because we're going to bring you back. We are going to bring you back. Yes, that's right. And listen, folks, when you go here to this, make sure you subscribe. But don't only just subscribe. We want you to ring that bell so that when she puts out great new information that's life inspiring and impactful as she always does, you can reap the benefits of that information. So I challenge you, go ahead and subscribe today. And when you subscribe, please, please, please. And here, I'm going to take the link. I'm going to take this link right now and I'm going to put it in the comment section. Why? I'm going to put this in the comment section because I want you to have access to it. I'm not going to lead you without feeding you. Okay. So I'm going to put this in the comment section right there and you will see it bounce up. You see that right there? So in the comment section, you can grab that comment. You can grab that comment and check her page out. And Angie says, I am going to check her page too. Okay. And Angie also said, I want this book. Can I get the book details again? All right. So we need the book details again.
So you can actually go to my website, and there will be a link on there at the end of April where you will be able to purchase it. My website again is sandrarumpf.com. All right.
Right. All right.
Mhm.
Fantastic. And hey, Yvette, we see you. We so happy to have you here as well. Yvette, I think you may have shared with us where you're coming in from, but if you haven't, please let us know where you're streaming in from. We'd love to know, and we appreciate you being here. And Charles said that he said I lost 15. 15 people in a matter of 18 months. And I certainly feel you. And I lost a lot of family members. I lost my mother, and it was very daunting. But I had to have faith. I had to have persistence. Angie says, because I haven't endured a loss yet, it has been challenging because I can't relate. I confide and console. I confide and console them as best I can, and so these type of shows will help you even if you've never had a loss. It will help you to understand and empathize and really be in the moment with people. So I thank you, Angie, for sharing that, for your transparency. And we have Pamela Howard. Hey, Pamela, it's great to see you. She said, I am a family estate counselor that help families in a time of bereavement as well as pre-planning for their final wishes. And so, of course, Pamela, we want you to reach out to Pamela. Pamela, leave your information in the chat as well. What we do is needed. Yes, what you do is needed. So it's without question. Trauma, grief, pain, bodies, and healing book is good. Change your mind, change your life. Yes, change your mind, change your life. So make sure you grab that book. Grab that book. Grab that book. She's got it up there. Grab that book. And so listen, what we're going to do after the broadcast, Sandra will be talking with you in the chat. So make sure you leave some information in the chat so that she can connect with you. And we got the suburbs of Chicago in the house. And of course, we got Chuck Doyle in the house. Chuck, let us know where you're coming in from. And Pamela Howard, don't forget, Pamela's going to be on the show soon as well. And she's going to talk to you about all the great things she's doing and about her new show that she's about to relaunch. Oh my God. So, Sandra, when Pamela gets ready to relaunch her show, I'm gonna bring Pam on the show and let's you and I interview Pam and talk to her about her show. So make sure you connect with Pam. That's her website, email address, her phone number. Make sure you connect with her. And thank you too, Pam. We appreciate you. Woo woo! Kansas in the house. That's Mr. Chuck Coffee Cup Chuck Doyle. Chuck Doyle will also be on 15 Minutes of Success coming up here soon. So be blessed and don't stress. And yes, Lord. And Angie says, please share the YouTube link again. I don't see it. Yes, by all means, we will share that YouTube. So what we've asked, if you can, there's the YouTube link right there down below. Please go ahead and share. Go to her YouTube. Go to her YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. And ring that bell. Now, because we respect folks' time, we're going to head out, but we'll always have you in our hearts because we want to welcome you every day in every way to ignite and take flight in every area of your life, especially the 15 minutes of success. So, Sandra, we want to hear one more word from you before we head out.
Thank you so much. In the book that was just mentioned, it is called Trauma, Grief, Pain, Bodies, and Healing. It looks like that. You can find it on my website. I'm going to read a quote to you from me, all right? Trouble is not a scary word when strengthened with intellect, wisdom, and knowledge to flip it into success. What I want to say is you may come across a lot of situations in life, and they may be scary, triumphant, mountainous things. But I want you to know that you're not alone. You have everything inside of you that you need to survive. And you also have people like us. You be encouraged. And if you ever need me, just reach out. Thank you so much, Dr. Lotus, for this golden opportunity. And I can't wait to see you on my show Friday. I want all of you all to join us as I interview the interviewer. God bless you.
Yes, so make sure you see us live on Facebook, and we're going to be on a multitude of other television broadcasting segments with the incredible Sandra Jackson. I'm going to be in her house. She's going to show me some great hospitality, and we want you to meet us. No, beat us there. Beat us there. And we'll see you soon. Be blessed. And and don't stress. Have a great one. And her new book.
Oh my gosh, everybody needs a little sunshine. So I'm sitting out here trying to relax from my day. And I get a message that at 1 o'clock, I will be on 15 Minutes of Success with Dr. Lotus Riché. Oh, will you join me?
15 minutes of success coming to you with successful entrepreneurs from all around the globe that's going to share with you what they do so you can be successful too. Come on!